NASA said something that they don't generally tout. This was the Goddard Institute for Space Studies, which has done spectacularly well financially as a budget matter at the expense of the U.S. taxpayer on the back of this issue. They are clearly activists, as their emails, I got about 2,000 of them, show. But what this one shows is an admission that we're just a modeling agency. We don't actually go out and cobble together a historical record. We use the Climatic Research Unit's record. And then for the U.S., we use the National Climatic Data Center's data. Now, NASA had recently scrambled to say, wait a second, the U.S. is only 2% of the world's surface, after NASA had been exposed sexing up U.S. temperatures in the most recent decade. They said there's nothing to see here, it's just the U.S., it's only 2% of the world's surface, after having spent years shrieking to the heavens about U.S.-only temperatures and individual years and so on. So we know that for 98% of the record, they use data that doesn't exist. So the CRU data was, we were told by the Pew Center and others, one of 4 independent data sets. So really there's nothing to see here with Climategate. And then we looked a little closer and we said first, well, it's the only one we've gotten our hands on. Then we looked closer still and found out that, well, it's actually NASA's data too. So 2 of the 4 so-called independent data sets now no longer exist. The dog ate them. So we have 2 to rely on. NCDC and the Japanese temperature set. NCDC has been exposed for not just locating but relocating thermometers to asphalt parking lots, black tar roofs, parking lots all over where engines can idle or cool right next to them, over barbecue grills in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and so on. So NCDC's is a fool's errand. That's not actually a very credible data set. If they want to compare temperatures now to any year they choose, I'd like to ask where were they measuring temperatures in that year they choose, and were the thermometers located on airport runways then and areas that are now urbanized before they were rural. So it looks like 3 out of 4 are gone, and they're the first 3 that we've gotten a look at.